Welcome on the pure wisdom, ones you have probably heard it before. You find yourself in alone. But what if I told you that being alone did more than simply allow you to know yourself? It unleashes abilities that most people are unaware they possess. Yes, I mentioned superpowers. And I'm not referring about flying or blasting lasers from your eyes. I'm talking about abilities that allow you to connect with the deepest, most profound portions of your being, allowing you to view the world and yourself in whole new ways. Only the selected, those who dare to embrace isolation, have the ability to access these powers. So, why are you viewing this video? You have always felt different, haven't you? You've always felt that there's more to life, more to you. And you're going to find out what it is. But first, I want to ask you something. When was the last time you genuinely were alone? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. Do you feel utterly alone with your thoughts, emotions, and soul? When was the last time you unplugged from the world's cacophony and listened into your inner silence? If you're like most individuals, it's been a while. We are always surrounded by distractions, such as our phones, employment, and relationships. We are seldom, if ever, given the opportunity to just be in the position of power. In those peaceful times when the world fades away, the chosen ones awaken the abilities that lay dormant inside them. Click subscribe to this channel to get more deep spiritual lessons. The first superpower that isolation grants is clarity. When you're continuously surrounded by noise, whether it's other people's views, societal expectations, or even your own ideas, you can't see clearly. Your thinking is muddled, and you can't make judgments based on actual insight. However, when you are alone and enter that hallowed zone of solitude, the cacophony starts to disappear. The mental buzz quiets. In that calm, you begin to perceive things for what they really are. You start to understand yourself on a deeper level. You begin to understand the truth about your life, relationships, and purpose. This is clarity, and it is one of the most valuable blessings that isolation can provide. But clarity does not come readily. You must be willing to confront the discomfort of being alone. You must be willing to sit with your ideas and address the feelings you have been avoiding. It isn't always nice. In fact, it may be downright scary at times, yet it is the path to ultimate power. So let me ask you, are you ready to confront yourself? Are you willing to face the truth, no matter how difficult it may be? As your clarity grows, you will get access to the second superpower, intuition. You see, your intuition is constantly there, guiding you and speaking to you. However, most people are unable to hear it since they are preoccupied with other matters. They're too preoccupied with other people's views, societal pressures, and their own concerns and uncertainties. However, when you are alone and the cacophony has been removed, your intuition becomes audible and distinct. It's like a small voice within you, saying the truth, directing your steps, and showing you the path. This is your soul's voice, as well as the universe's, and it is continually guiding you towards your ultimate good. But here's the deal. Most individuals do not trust their instincts. They have doubts. They second-guess it. They believe they can't be correct. What if I am wrong? So they disregard it. However, as the chosen one, you must learn to trust it. You must learn to listen to that quiet inner voice, even when it contradicts logic, reason, and what others are telling you. Because intuition is your strength. It is your link to the divine, the cosmos, and the limitless knowledge that is constantly accessible to you. However, you can only access it alone. You can only hear it if you're alone. So, do you trust yourself? Do you believe in your intuition? Or are you still seeking outside of yourself for solutions? Because in reality, you already have all of the knowledge you need. You only need to be willing to listen. Something extraordinary happens after you've awakened clarity and intuition. and you begin to understand that you have the ability to change your world. Yes, I'm talking about manifestation. This is the third superpower that isolation grants, and it is one of the most powerful forces in the cosmos. When you are alone and have cleared away the distractions, you begin to see that your ideas, beliefs, and objectives are not passive. They are creative. They serve as the foundation for your existence. Most individuals unintentionally manifest throughout their lives. They don't know how their ideas and beliefs influence their experiences. They believe that life is just a series of events over which they have no control. However, the selected ones recognize that this is not true. They recognize that they are co-creators with the cosmos, and that their ideas and intentions have the ability to manifest reality. And when you're alone, in that level of clarity and harmony with your intuition, your ability to materialize becomes even greater. But here's the issue about manifestation. It's more than simply thinking positively and wishing for the best. It's about directing your energy toward what you want to produce. It's about being clear about your objectives, following your instincts, and taking inspired action. And here is where isolation comes in handy, since it allows you to focus on what you really desire. You have the freedom to direct your energy toward your objectives. You now have the freedom to follow your instincts and take the steps necessary to make your dreams a reality. But tell me, what are you manifesting right now? Are you intentionally creating the life you want? Or are you subconsciously constructing one based on fear, uncertainty, and limitation? Because this is the reality you are constantly creating, whether you recognize it or not. The key is whether you materialize it from a position of strength or fear. As you learn to master the power of manifestation, you will get full access to the superpower of emotional resilience. This is likely one of the most underappreciated abilities, but it is also one of the most significant. You see, when you are alone, when you're in that state of isolation, you're compelled to face your feelings. You cannot flee from them. You cannot be distracted by other people or events. You need to sit with them. You need to feel them. And here is where genuine emotional resilience emerges. Most individuals avoid dealing with their emotions. They numb themselves with diversions such as social media, job, relationships, or even drugs. However, as the chosen one, you must learn to confront your feelings full on. You must learn to sit with your discomfort, to experience the pain, fear, and despair without running away. Because it is in the process of confronting your feelings that you develop emotional resilience. You come to understand that your emotions are not to be feared. They are not something to avoid. They are basically energy passing through your body. And allowing yourself to experience them reduces their influence over you. So, are you willing to confront your emotions? Are you willing to sit through the agony? To absorb the suffering without fleeing? Because this is what it takes to unleash the power of emotional resiliency. As you gain control of your emotions, you access the fifth and final superpower, self-mastery. This is the ultimate superpower of the chosen ones, and it can only be attained via isolation. Self-mastery refers to the capacity to manage your ideas, emotions, behaviors, and eventually, your destiny. It is the power to transcend the lesser qualities of oneself, such as fear, doubt, and ego, and unite with your best self. It is the capacity to shape your life from a position of control rather than reacting to the events that surround you. However, self-mastery cannot be gained quickly. It is a lifetime path that involves discipline, dedication, and the desire to confront oneself. This is why isolation is so important. It allows you to study yourself, reflect on your thoughts and behaviors, and make deliberate decisions about who you want to be and how you want to show yourself in the world. It suggests that people are slaves to their thoughts. They are subconsciously governed by their ideas, emotions, and behaviors. However, The selected ones recognize that ultimate strength comes from dominating the mind. It comes from understanding that you are not your ideas. You aren't your feelings. Your surroundings do not define you. You create your own world. You have the ability to choose how you react to life. But here's the deal. Self-mastery does not imply perfection. It's not about never experiencing terror, never making errors, never having doubts. It's about recognizing when fear or uncertainty comes and deciding to overcome them. It is about deciding to connect with your greatest self, even if it is challenging. It is about choosing to act out of love rather than fear. So let me ask you, are you ready to control yourself? Are you prepared to accept complete responsibility for your life, including your ideas, feelings, and actions? Because this is what is required to achieve the superpower of self-mastery. Now that you understand the 5 superpowers of solitude, which include clarity, intuition, manifestation, emotional resilience, and self-mastery, you may be wondering what comes next. How can you completely embody these abilities and accept your position as a chosen one? The solution is simple, but not easy. You must be prepared to travel the road of loneliness. You must be ready to accept the discomfort, uncertainty, and even terror associated with being alone. But here is the reality. Solitude isn't a punishment. It is not to be shunned or dreaded. It is a gift, a holy area in which change occurs. Here your actual strength is shown. In those times of alone, you realize who you really are, that you discover the abilities that will enable you to live your most remarkable life. Consider all the great spiritual teachers, visionaries, and leaders throughout history. What have they all got in common? At some time in their lives, they all relished isolation. They all spent time alone, whether meditating, contemplating, or just sitting in solitude. They recognized that isolation allows you to connect with the deepest elements of yourself and tap into the knowledge of the cosmos. So now it's your time. But now comes the problem. Most individuals are scared of being alone. They are afraid of sitting with their own thoughts, addressing their own feelings, and confronting the aspects of themselves that they have been avoiding. That's why so few individuals ever get these abilities. They escape the silence by engaging in noise, social media, work, relationships, or anything else. But the selected ones understand that the silence is when the magic occurs. The silence is where the change happens. So, how do you accept solitude? What steps do you take to incorporate it into your lifestyle? The first step is straightforward. Make place for it. Set aside time throughout your day. Even if it's just a few minutes alone, turn your phone off. Step away from the commotion and sit quietly. At first, it may feel strange. Your thoughts could race. Your emotions may boil up. You may also feel compelled to divert yourself. But stick with it. Breathe through it. Allow yourself to be present for whatever comes up. This is the process of change. This is the journey of the chosen one. As you spend more time alone, you will notice something wonderful. You will feel more connected to yourself, your intuition, and the cosmos. Or you'll begin to awaken the abilities that have been latent inside you. You will obtain clarity about your purpose, mission, and truth. You'll learn to trust your intuition more and follow its lead even when it doesn't make sense. You will begin to materialize with more ease, aligning your energy with your aspirations and seeing how the universe reacts. You will gain emotional resilience, learning to confront your emotions without being overpowered by them. Most importantly, you'll learn to control yourself, your ideas, emotions, and actions, enabling you to live with actual power. But here's the deal. Choosing the road of solitude does not imply separating oneself from the outside world. It does not imply retreating from life or isolating oneself from people. In reality, it is the reverse. The more you accept isolation, the deeper your connection with yourself and with others. When you're in sync with your actual self and have awakened your abilities, you show yourself in the world in a very different manner. You add more light, knowledge, and love to whatever you accomplish. You become a light for others, guiding those who are still lost in the chaos. So, are you ready to take this path? Are you ready to accept isolation, confront yourself, and discover the superpowers that await you? Because this is the truth. You have these abilities all along. They have always been inside you, but you had to be alone to know this. You needed that hallowed space of isolation to connect with the most profound aspects of yourself. Hearing your soul's whispers, remembering who you really are, and following the path of the chosen one is not simple. It takes guts, dedication, and a desire to step into but it is also the most gratifying road you can take. This is the route that leads to genuine power, real freedom, and real satisfaction. And now the decision is yours. Will you continue to distract yourself with the cacophony of the world, or will you go into the silence and discover the superpowers that await you? The route is open. The gift of seclusion awaits you. All you need to do is embrace it. So, are you prepared to take that step? Are you prepared to travel the path of the chosen one? Remember that you have always had all you need. You just needed the stillness to hear it. The option is yours.